The Great War is over. All we want is to return home. To the new republic, born in the heart of Europe. But we are stuck as the escalating civil war blocks the direct path to the west. The only way out is to the east, through territory disputed between the Red and White armies. We have to take an armored train across Siberia, and then safe passage home by ship. It is our only chance to survive this long journey. It might be our last train home.
I have been so excited to play the full version of Last Train Home. After checking out the demo for it on Steam a couple of months ago during the Steam Next event, I was thrilled and blown away with what was here for kind of an early access version of the game, and now we get our first look at the full release. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and yeah, The Last Train Home is a lot like Frostpunk in many ways in terms of its feel and its design, yet plays a lot like Company of Heroes or perhaps like Iron Harvest, and I am thrilled to be able to give you all our first look here on the channel of this journey eastward to go westward. Our last train home to catch the last ship home to then return to our beautiful homeland. Well, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like as well for all sorts of RTS games and historical-based games, and let me know what you think about the game down below in the comments section. All right, well, we're going to take our first look here at Last Train Home and eventually do a full playthrough on the channel. So if you want to see more of it, make sure you check the channel for live streams and other playlists, and check it out on Steam. It should be out very soon and is one that I certainly recommend, even just based on the demo. But let's give it a first look now at the full release. Welcome to Last Train Home. Let's go.
During the Great War, later known as World War I, the Czechoslovak Legion was commissioned to fight on Russia's behalf in exchange for support for an independent Czechoslovak republic. However, the Great War exacted tremendous loss of life and economic collapse in Russia, igniting a revolution that deposed the Tsar and devolved into a bloody civil war. The Bolsheviks established the Red Army to consolidate power and rule over a united Russia, whereas the White Army rallied to oppose the Reds. The Czechoslovak Legion was now in a very delicate position, an armed force in a foreign land with no clear allegiance to the Reds or Whites. Moreover, Russia's western borders were still held by powers opposing the establishment of Czechoslovakia. Thus, the Czechoslovak Provisional Government ordered the legionaries to remain neutral and travel eastward to Vladivostok to board ships back to Europe. Nonetheless, during its evacuation via the Trans-Siberian Railway, the Legion became embroiled in armed conflicts affecting the course of the Russian Civil War. Now, we learn the story of The Last Train Home, a work of fiction inspired by the writings of a brilliant member of the Czechoslovak Legion and a veritable instrument of history. The story begins with an ambitious captain under the command of Major Gazdik, who leads the last unit of Czechoslovak legionaries, headed to Vladivostok by armored train. Cheer up, Captain. The train needs a checkup and we can be on our way. I heard you bragged you'd be a better major than I am. So, let's see how well you do in command. Let's take a squad and go trade with the local miller, while the rest of the legionaries look after the train.
And here we are, The Last Train Home. All right, so first off the bat, one thing to consider immediately in this game is that, of course, we have different classes like Scout, Rifleman, Machine Gunner, and Medic, but also these folks who are in the military with rifles and machine guns and whatnot also are very skilled at different jobs inside the train. So the hospital car here, the kitchen car, and even the locomotive or the artillery car itself, some of these folks might actually be very skilled with like being a doctor or being a engineer on the train. So even though they might be a pretty good sniper, they might be even better in the train, and their skills that they learn out in the battlefield and ways that you can level them up or whatnot will be very applicable there. Now, obviously, this looks a lot like Company Heroes right off the bat, and certainly a lot of our resource gathering will be like that, where when you play Company Heroes, you gather things like munitions and fuel, and this will be somewhat a little bit of the same. Wow, birds flying as we get near. That's pretty cool. All right, let's head towards the Miller.
That's not good.
Hurry up.
Mills are destroyed. Fortunately, it seems nobody was around to get hurt. Hurry and collect the sacks with food supplies before they burn too.
All right, let's grab some food and get out of here. So yeah, we'll be able to grab all sorts of things that'll help us through the winter, things like cloth for clothing, and maintaining uniforms and making blankets and stuff for the winter. Obviously, food for eating and preparing in the kitchen car.
Winter is coming. Who in their right mind would burn a flour mill? We have to talk to the miller. The farmhouse is nearby. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
And fuel, too, like coal that we can find out here. We're going to try to grab everything that we see on the mini-map, though, in the lower left corner.
Say the word.
Yeah, and loot and missions. A lot of things that they teach us right in the first few missions here. More apples for us.
I'm waiting. This is the miller's house.
If someone is still alive in there, it is our duty to try and help.
Yes? Yes.
Awaiting orders. Be right there.
Someone's lying there.
Understood.
Oh, someone's dead.
Kill me now.
No, ma'am. We are Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. We wanted to buy supplies from your mill, but found it burning. Who did this?
Bolsheviks. They demanded we hand over our winter supplies in the name of Lenin. My son refused. We have a family to feed, he said. So they killed him. And the children. You soldiers are all the same. Killing is all you know. Just leave and let me die in peace.
If the Bolsheviks wanted food, why did they leave the sacks to burn with the mill?
It was never about the food. This is what you get for refusing to collaborate with the Red Army. The Reds who burned this farm may not know we are here, but we can't risk the train. Find a good spot to scout the train track ahead. If there's trouble, at least we'll be ready.
Moving.
All right, so now we got to scout out the route ahead,
Yes.
but also grab
I
more
can do
cloth.
that. Assuming position.
All right, let's see if there's anything else in the corners, the nooks and crannies.
Understood.
There's a bridge there.
Okay, I'm going.
All right, here's a good spot to scout things out.
Send someone with binoculars to that ledge. A scout. Now, Captain.
Look! It's the Reds who killed the miller's family and burned everything. They deserve to die.
Stand down, soldier. The Red Army will answer for crimes against their own countryfolk, but not to us. We are still in Russian lands and have a long way ahead of us. We don't want to be making enemies.
Not to mention causing diplomatic incidents that endanger our new republic.
Enough chatter. Get back to the train. Maybe we can find more supplies on the way.
Say the word.
All right, let's look for more supplies then.
Changing location. Understood.
Our soldiers haven't seen action for a while. How about some target practice on the scarecrows?
Finding cover.
There's some more by the train. We'll go shoot at those. We're going to go scout out the
Yes,
eastern
sir.
side of the map. Actually, there's a whole area up here.
Ready, sir? Understood.
Oh, it's a lake. Okay, so we can't scout that out. Obviously, we can't do much about that.
Ready as all ever. Yes, sir.
All right, let's keep looking for supply.
As you wish.
Yes?
Like we found some coal.
Yes. Your orders, sir. Let's hope it's good.
Now, we'll be doing this pretty much in every mission. Not only are we going to
I'm
be
ready. I'll
fighting
see
and
to it.
blowing up enemy positions and fighting our way through to do whatever we need to do, but also we got to
Yes, sir.
bring supplies with us every time we can in order to keep the train running.
I'm here. I'll take a look.
Obviously, we're not going to be welcome at many of the train stations and cities,
I'm moving.
so it's going to be very important to borrow some things.
They're not scarecrows. They're stuffed witches.
Watch out for Baba Yaga, the mother of all witches.
Less talking, more shooting.
Take that, Baba Yaga.
I'll see to it.
All right, we're all done. Get out of here.
Legionaries leave no one behind. Bring the whole squad here before giving the command to leave.
All right, we're ready to go. Mission complete. Very nice. Now, another cool thing about this game is we can actually choose different trains as well. There's a train that's faster, which is more fuel efficient as well, but of course has less health. There's a balanced version, which I think we're using right now, and or a heavy version, which we might be using that, of course, is slower, less fuel efficient, but more resilient against enemy attacks. Everything that we're tasked with will be listed here, and then, of course, an overview of everything that we've obtained and how much ammo and whatnot that we've used. So yeah, we're gonna every bullet, every piece of fuel, every little morsel of food counts. Very, very interesting. All right, the journey begins. So let's set forth into, I guess we're going towards Moscow, so free to read all the conversations between the crewmates and the conductors and whatnot, military officers and whomever else. We have to be neutral. We are soldiers and we need to follow orders. Now, of course, this is that kind of RNG random events that can come up where there could be a fight between two soldiers or something, and you'll have to choose a few different routes to take, and there could be bad or good things to happen based on how you handle that. Love seeing these in games. The journey begins. Next quest. Go to Sukunichi to get more supplies for the long journey. Okay, so we're going to head out towards that location. So we started here at the farms and windmills. And here is the world map, which is gorgeous. Reminds me a little bit of like, maybe like Bannerlord. Maybe like a Bannerlord game, or many of the other top-down games where they then are turn-based strategy afterwards. And of course, there's other units that will move around. But here's just us heading towards town. There's other things we can find out in the field, like farms and lakes that we can go fish at, that we can go trade for food. We don't always have to just procure things in the battlefield and take. We can also buy things with all the resources up top. Check that out. We have fuel, food, money, wood, metal, cloth, herbs, and gunpowder, where we can, of course, make our own ammunition, work our artillery guns. We can repair our train. There's our current one, the towing bull, so that one's a little more heavily armored. Pretty cool, actually. Then we can take a look inside the cars themselves. We have our locomotive itself, and we can see who's assigned to that. And of course, it has to work day and night, so there will be engineers who will drive and people to stoke the fire day and night as well. So you got to pick all those different crew members. And again, some of these people might be good at sniping or whatnot, so or just a good rifleman. So it might be somebody that you want to actually bring out to the field. Here's our infantry cars, and then our hospital car as well. And then, of course, we can assign doctors. You can see all the wounded here where people can recover between missions, and our storage. And then, of course, we can get more cars for the train. And the artillery car can actually be used in battle, which we'll see in just a moment. And we can not only see it on the world map, but we can also zoom in and see the train pulling into physical locations, too. So not only did the developers render in like a world map, but also kind of a map around the train, which is almost like what you play at when you go on missions. Ah, yes, a Red Army general. He's not happy to see us. He's going to ask us to lay down our weapons, and then they'll give us safe passage all the way through to, I guess, Vladivostok. But there's no guarantees for that at this moment. We don't know what's going to happen at this point in history, nor if we can trust him. So we'll be chatting with General Morozov later. But he is not very trustworthy of us. And same to him. Okay, now we can deploy a squad if we want to. We can go to the recommended size of 5. And we'll be able to get a new soldier, some XP, fuel, cloth, and food. And it'll cost us 8, like, energy. In other words, those troops will then have to rest afterwards. Their stamina. So they will need a little bit of a rest afterwards. Let's go ahead and try to do each of the different soldiers. We'll try a rifleman, a machine gunner, a medic, a grenadier, and a sniper. So that should be our 5 there, as they recommend. And they'll confirm. I think we can also rename these squads. No, we can't. But one thing to really consider that's important is when you're on the world map, you have different things like, for example, herbalist, which means if there is a clearing in the forest and there's lots of things that could be foraged for, like mushrooms and berries and nuts, these would be the people to be able to identify those and gather even more. And there's even the benefit of being a hunter, which is good for both hunting and fishing. So they're good at hunting down deer or whatnot in the woods, or they'd be good for getting extra food from lakes, aka fishing. So that's another thing to consider when you make these squads. They're not always necessarily going out on a military mission, but they might just be going out to find things to survive. So it's a really interesting thing to consider. All right, let's go ahead and deploy. And yeah, there's lots of different things we can do. And there's lots of different perks for these soldiers too. This is very in-depth. Not only the soldier to consider and their background, but also different things that they're carrying, like roasted meat, and what their diet may be. And then also the weapons. You can give them different weapons, and then they have different skills too. So it is incredibly detailed. It's overwhelming. And that's how I felt about Frostpunk when I first played it. But we all eventually got through that one for sure.
Wrong. It's too quiet here. Move out, but keep your eyes and ears open.
Assuming position.
All right, something's up in this
I'll
area.
see to it.
The Reds left some of the villagers alive. I think they need help.
Moving.
Oh, we found another medic.
Orders. Understood.
Now we have to select the healing ability. And left click to use
That's
it.
just a scratch.
There's also supply there. Oh, look at that. They can hop the fence.
What is it?
Forgot about that.
On my way.
The AI is smart enough to just automatically vault whatever they can.
We're Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. Can you tell us what happened here?
The Red Army came for recruits and provisions. We told them to leave, but they just laughed and took whatever they wanted. They killed everyone who resisted. We saw trucks full of artillery shells driving towards the river. My sister lives there. I'm worried sick. Please, help.
We came here to trade for supplies, not to get involved in Russian affairs. But Reds attacked us before. They are clearly up to no good here. We simply cannot risk the train. So, we have to go and find out what is going on.
Looks like they sabotaged the bridge. We'll have to fix it to cross.
You can find tools and materials in a nearby camp. Right over there.
Okay, let's repair that bridge.
Orders.
And also look for more supplies.
Okay.
The
I'm
plot thickens. Indeed it does.
done. I'll see to it.
Gonna look around for anything we can use.
Say the word. Moving.
Man, the music is outstanding here.
I'm waiting.
Go on this side.
Understood. I'm ready.
Right now we're just peeking around for supplies. Oh, enemy patrol.
Location.
Uh-oh.
Yes?
Quickly search for supplies.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Orders. Taking cover.
I see nothing else we can use. Okay, let's push up this way. There was a patrol
Finding
coming this
cover.
way.
Yes?
They're coming down that road. Not sure if they'll go back up. Oh, they deal with them.
Say the word. Okay, I'm going. I'm waiting.
Nice, our machine gunner on the line.
Yes, sir. That's just a scratch.
Nice, get wrecked.
Safe for now, I guess.
I'll see to it.
Alright, there was limited cover there, so I could only put a few people behind cover. Now we've got a wounded, so that person will be in the hospital car, but it's war, that's unavoidable.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's get our medics behind. Ah, yeah, so now you can see that he's injured and a little less movement speed, but he can still be in the fight.
Yes?
Get our medics.
Orders. Understood.
I'm here. Yes, sir. Ready, sir? Be right there.
Yes? Okay, I'm going.
Moving. Take cover.
The enemy seems to hold a good defensive position with full cover. If we don't have the range or grenades, we'll have to storm their position.
Spotted. Ready, sir?
All right, we can storm that position.
Onwards!
We use the bayonet ability. Hit him down with the machine gun. Hit him with the bayonet.
Assuming position.
I'm all ears!
Saves us some
Ready as
ammo
I'll
too.
ever be.
Moving.
Awaiting orders.
Move up our medics.
I'm here. I'll keep my head down.
I'm ready.
This place is crawling with Reds. We should consider remaining undetected for as long as possible. Just please make sure no one fires by accident. Gunshots are not very stealthy.
Won't see it coming, sir.
All right, we're gonna use our scout to stealthily stab that guy. Just a little stealthy stabbing.
Enemy spotted.
Yes? Assuming position. Rest in hell, comrade.
Hey, first silent blood achievement as well. All right, these two would be great opportunity to use our grenade.
On my way.
Get close enough.
What is it?
Yes.
Just toss that right there. Oh, we also have tactical planning view as well, so we can pause the game and give multiple orders and then take them down that way. Well, change of plans then. Let's use our grenade somewhere else. Let's
Taking cover.
our
Yes?
grenadier.
Ready? Assuming position.
Have everybody with a rifle come on up. In silent mode, they won't shoot.
I'm listening.
Our medics.
Yes?
Bring you up.
Understood.
I'm here taking cover.
Now, do we have a clear shot? I hope so.
I'm all ears.
We'll just shoot from here. Nice, one down.
I'm listening. Onwards!
Good.
Wow!
Now that the nasty business is done, let's see how bad the situation is.
That was awesome. He jumped over the fence and just basically bayoneted that guy
Say
right
the
there.
word. Yes, sir.
The medics just shoot at no target.
Your orders, sir.
Weird. Oh, that was cool. Nicely done.
I'm ready.
Nobody was wounded.
I'm waiting. Assuming position.
That's a win, damn it.
Yes?
All right, let's get the supplies.
I'll take a look.
Not possible.
Found a repair kit. We've got what we need to repair the bridge now.
Okay, so we can repair the bridge. We can also get medical supplies from here and treat our soldiers if needed.
Ready, sir.
If somebody's wounded and not healed,
On my way.
or at least treated. All right, let's fix that bridge.
As you say, sir.
If there's a watchtower around, we should capture it to get a better view of the surrounding area.
Finding cover.
You have a watchtower on our left side.
Moving out.
Supplies too.
Assuming position.
I'm listening. Understood.
Cap that with a rifleman. Unfortunately, we don't get to go into the tower and shoot from the tower with a machine gunner or a sniper. It just becomes kind of like an observation post that just automatically relays information around it.
Awaiting orders.
Those must be the trucks used to transport artillery shells. We must stop them.
There's nothing a grenade can't stop.
That's true.
Let's just make sure we're not too close when they explode.
My way.
Now let's go have a little fun with the grenades here. We have more grenades there.
Consider it done.
And a soldier under our command as well. Alright. Let her rip, brother.
Grenade!
Frag out.
Yes.
Be right there.
Get the hell away from that.
Your order. Yes, sir.
That bridge looks perfect for an ambush. We should not proceed until we figure out what could await us on the other side. Does anyone have binoculars?
The scout does. Get away from that.
I'm changing location.
Your orders. Understood.
All right. So if we're going to ambush, certainly want a sniper, machine gunner, a rifleman, and perhaps a grenadier.
If you say so. Sir?
Ooh, we have 2 snipers.
I'm here. I'll keep my head down.
All right, let's get ready to ambush.
Finding cover!
Listening, sir. Finding cover.
Oh yeah, we need to use our binoculars first. So let's take a peek.
I'll see what's there.
And there's a lot. There's a lot. Quite a lot.
Oh, they know we're here. They'll be coming for us. Let's set up the machine gun and give them hell.
Hell yeah. And we'll use its special ability.
I'm all ears.
We'll give it focus fire. Deploy the machine gun before enemies arrive.
Here will do. What is it?
Here they come. Stand your ground.
Yes?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Keep it!
Enjoy this grenade, boys.
The rest of them are not stupid.
Took
enough
care
to
of them
come at
fast.
us after watching their buddies by on the bridge.
So let's call in an artillery strike and make those bastards pay for their
Oh
crimes.
yeah. We finally get to use the damn train. Let's go. Here's a little taste.
Look at her blow.
Moving. We came here to get supplies for our journey. Let's get them and leave this place.
They're out of here.
I feel bad taking the supplies. The Reds must have stolen them from the villagers.
The villagers are dead. And we will be too if we don't get moving.
We can use cloth for uniforms and blankets. We'll be headed deep into Siberia and...
And winter is coming.
Carry on. Is that coal? Good. Fuel is the most precious resource on our journey.
Isn't food our most precious resource?
Of course. At the next depot, we should buy a locomotive that runs on berries. Maybe we can also burn berries to keep warm on the train as we cross Siberia. Whoever left all this ammo behind must be very proficient with the bayonet.
Well, if my machine gun runs out of ammo, it's dead weight. I'd just call for artillery support.
Ready? No, I can't.
Get everybody up here. Time to leave. All right, yeah, so obviously we need coal for more than just running the train, for fuel too, for the heaters for the train cars.
I'm listening.
Oh, we actually have to deactivate that ability.
Righto.
There we go.
Understood.
And he could be the last one across.
Yes, moving.
All right, so the train will roll down the tracks and pick us up here at the crossing. We just need to wait until our full squad makes it here.
I'm here. Yes, sir.
Ready.
Yes, I'll see to it.
And the machine gunner's last. All right, so that's the, I guess, our reinforcements or bonus soldiers that we get that we can control. These are our main squads that we've deployed with, so we may always get additional help that we don't anticipate. All right, mission complete. Assign medals. Well, for damn sure, our machine gunner for being wounded and for mowing down everybody on the bridge. But we had our medic who healed somebody. That was nice. And our sniper who killed the dude stealthily and also helped to hold the bridge. Cool. That gives them a little XP boost, and then we can, of course, use more abilities later on. Good, good, good. Our XP and overview. Nice. All right. More chat about what's going on with the artillery car and what we just did in the battle. Storm on the horizon. And new people have joined us. I think these are the folks that we've found out in the field. Scout, Medic, and Grenadier. So now they were kind of not necessarily in our squad, but we're under our control. But now we can deploy them into battle and kind of learn a little bit more about them. Find them appropriately. All right, so the final goal is to get to Moscow for this first section. So that's what we're going to try to do here today. Go ahead and keep on trucking. Train is leaving the station. Look at that, so damn cool. All right, let's depart. I love the look of the train. It really reminds me a little bit of perhaps maybe a little bit of Metro. Train from Metro Exodus. And what's really great, I just love this, how we can actually see the trees around the train. Although I do very minor things. I wish we could see the train cars too, but at least it just shows the locomotive that we've selected. So if at any moment we see anything out there that we want to stop and grab, like food or possible people to trade with, there's some villages down here. We can see maybe fishing villages and other things. That is just beautiful. I really, really like trains. I've been to Miniature Wonderland in Germany and Hamburg, and I've always loved model trains and just trains in general. So this is like extra special. I mean, it's like you take the generator from Frostpunk, throw it onto tracks, add a little bit of Company Heroes, and I'm sold. Stop the train. And let's do a little shopping. We need to send a squad out. We can still send actually squad one's a little wounded right now. They need a little R&R, especially this guy, our machine gunner. So we might actually be able to pull him out. Oh, he's now promoted to a Lance Corporal, and he's leveled up. And we might be able to promote and assign different things to him. But for now, we're just going to try to pull him out of the squad and just let the other group go. Just on a quick little run. Edit squad. Pull out our machine gunner. Confirm. And we'll deploy them. They're just doing a little shopping, nothing special. Don't really need to worry too much about it. Now, sometimes if the train tracks loop around your destination, you can have your troops run to the destination and then go back to the train if you time it right. There's another game out there, a couple other games out there like Airborne Kingdom, and also what's the name of that one where you're on the back of a giant dinosaur? Where essentially the dinosaur will walk down the road and you can build a society on the back. I'm sure you remember what it is. It slipped my mind for now, but then you can actually go a wandering village, I think it is, and then you can have your scouts come back to the creature that way. Kind of similar to this. Okay, we're here. The old man wants to trade, it seems, and we can gather some more information from us. Tell us about the red. Okay. We've gathered everything that we needed, so now we can RTB. And that's based on the distance to the train, too, so you might definitely want to stop the train much closer to the destination as you can. So that way, of course, your squad doesn't have to use too much stamina in order to get back. Look at that gorgeous artwork. This is really on par with games like, for example, one that's very popular on the channel, Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, Ostfront, and it certainly looks a lot like that game as well. I mean, for a view where we necessarily can't play or interact with, this is just kind of us looking at it, and it's just gorgeous. So I really appreciate that they put in like shadows from the clouds passing over. We have the lights from the train. We have steam coming out of the train as it's just kind of waiting to go. Gorgeous. Real good stuff here. All right. Move ahead. Now there'll be a lake up here which we'll be able to get some food from, and maybe a forest up here we might be able to get some food from, or that village to trade with, so we'll see. Yeah, it reminds me like War Tales looking at this game too. Just beautiful. So our main goal right now is to get to Moscow to meet with Captain Langer, who will serve as an advisor for us, as we have our current forget his rank, but our current highest ranking officer on the train Gazdik, who's essentially taking control of the Legionnaires on this train currently. We're about ready to stop the train again. We have a capacity of 24,000, so if and when we find other stuff, we need to make sure we don't overload the train. But of course, as we're underway, we're going through food, medicine for the wounded, coal, and coal for heating. And it looks like it's getting rather cold. I think this could be snow. Oh, an engine malfunction. It looks like the train is broken down. Looks like we'll need to do some maintenance on it. Let's get that started. And while the train is broken down, it'll give us time to go forage. All right, so the train is broken down. Need to resolve that engine malfunction. It'll take about 2 hours to repair that. While we're waiting for the repairs, let's send out our squads again. So let's send a squad to the lake. It looks like they'll be returning in about a minute and actually, this group will get there in a minute and 6 seconds. And this is like sending out your expeditions in Frostpunk, where you send out your scouts to then go to other locations, and then they can basically gather wood or food or whatnot at that location. All right, we're going to have this group forage. Fortunately, none of them are hunters, survivalists, or herbalists, so we won't get a full bonus here, but that's okay. Bit of food is all good. Unfortunately, somebody's now ill as well, getting a little sick from that. That's another thing that can happen too. You can get bonuses or buffs or debuffs based on going to these little side missions too. Sometimes somebody can find some other super rare herbs or extra ammo, but those extra bonuses that you can, those extra skills that you can give to your people, or rather to your squads, those are what gives the better bonuses, which is pretty cool. I think it's about nighttime too. We're going to be pulling into Moscow during the night. All right, squad's almost to the lake. Train is under repair still, just for a little longer. Squad 1, go ahead and fish. They'll fish for about 2 hours. We can speed up time as we wait. These are minutes in our time, but I believe it translates to an hour in the game. And now we're on the night shift as well. Hey, we got some bonuses. All right, so yeah, there you go. Some extra bonuses because of the hunting. Go. So if our machine gunner wasn't injured, we could have gotten more herbs, but we'll do that next time. Can't blame him for being. Let's head back. Squad 1, you can return. Rain. All right. At this rate, we're going to pull into Moscow at about midnight, but look at how pretty it looks at nighttime. All right, everyone's back. And the train is repaired. In progress, it says. Should be in repair. Oh, we also need to assign workers. My mistake. I'd forgotten that from before. I got so excited to show off the other thing, which was the all the wonderful foraging and whatnot. That's all right. Regardless of the story, we get into Moscow at nighttime. But this is cool. If a job is going to take longer than 2 hours to repair, if the train is horribly damaged, we'll have to assign multiple people for nighttime and daytime to speed that up. So that's actually really cool to see. One person can fix it in just a couple of hours, but no harm done. We're all good. Okay, all done then. And he should be back on operating the train. Let's go! I kind of didn't want to leave. The area is just too pretty. All right, so now past the lake and the forest, all the way to a little town called Moscow. And look at that. You can see all the black smoke from all the different factories churning away. All the little different towns, some bridges going over. We have the, looks to be maybe, is that for the train? That looks to be a road bridge there, but we can see where the train tracks go right through here along the river. Wow, look at that. Now, I think the next battle is actually going to be fought at nighttime during a rainstorm, so we should... Oh, there goes the rain. I'm actually starting to see it now, too. Yep. But I'm not exactly sure that if we had sit with our train still damaged, if we didn't move for a while until the morning, I wonder if the battle would change. Train is stopping. Start mission. The point of interest can only be visited after the train has passed it. And this is the point of no return. Horrible things are about to happen after this. There's no turning back. The activity will move you to the next region and you won't be able to go back. Are you sure you want to continue? Complete side quests and deployed squads will be lost. Yep, so this game is playable over many different regions too, so obviously there's not one large world map, but many different branches to go to. It's in kind of a way a non-linear map because there are a few different train routes we can take east, and then of course there's different side missions that we can choose to take or not based on whether or not we have enough supplies or not. No need to stop if we're good. We want to keep on trucking. No turning back. Moscow is ablaze. Proceed. Alright, let's disband our other squad. Let's see if we can take anybody else along. Taking everybody's probably a good idea here. With a combat role. Antonin is still wounded. Take everybody else. Alright, let's go. It's recommended to take 8. Took as many as we could. Go.
What the? Major, that train is heading right for ours at top speed!
Damn it, the Reds need to ram us. Legionaries, brace yourselves! General Morozov.
I had a feeling we'd meet again.
You are a liar and a coward.
How so?
Wreck a train of soldiers on their way home when there is no war between our nations?
Allow me to remind you that I gave you an option, Major. Lay down your weapons, and you may cross Siberia in peace. More than fair. And the offer still stands, minus the train. Now, order your unit to surrender.
You know I will not do that.
Loyal to the bitter end. I respect that. May God rest your soul, Brother Gazdik.
Yet, Captain Lanka, he must have a way to get us to Vladivostok.
They've murdered Major Gazdik. We can't let this go unanswered.
Wow. Well, F in the comments, boys. Major Gazdik is dead. It is now time to chase Morozov and find Langer. Now, in this mission, there is lots of things to collect, but in the interest of time, I will be skipping a lot of the items that we could collect, fuel and whatnot. So just be aware that we're going to be just bypassing things that we should collect, but we're not going to. I got an idea.
Taking cover.
Let's lure the Russians into some fun.
I'm listening. Finding cover. I'll handle it. Take cover.
Right into an ambush.
Assuming position.
Nice. Yeah, probably kind of hard to aim during a rainstorm. Can't really see well.
Awaiting. I'll keep my head down.
Good job, everybody. All right, moving on.
I'll see to it. Moving. Enemy spotted.
Nice.
All quiet. Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll grab the ammo. We might be able to use that now.
Understood. Finding cover.
I love how they can actually jump over obstacles and whatnot with ease.
Take cover.
Very cool.
I'm ready. I'll see to it. Changing location. Yes?
There we go.
Understood.
That was the last of them.
It looks like somebody's wounded here briefly.
Orders. Moving.
Briefly stop and see if we can heal him up.
That's just a scratch. Say the word. Definitely not. You live. I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'll see to it.
Yeah, all these supplies. There's lots of supplies in Moscow. And it is definitely
Okay,
recommended to
I'm
get them all.
Find us
Coal,
keys.
timber, medical supplies, ammunition.
Enemy.
Changing location. Moving.
All right, let's go destroy that armored car.
Enemy vehicle. Finding cover.
So what now? We just let that coward get away?
Major Gazdik would not want us to risk our lives just for the sake of revenge. We should look for Captain Langer, per our original orders. He's been stationed in Moscow for a while, and we must know some way for us to get out of here.
All right, we're going to find a friendly officer.
Yes?
Live to fight another
I'll see
day.
to it. Enemy spotted. I can handle that. This one's mine.
Enemy sounded the alarm.
Assuming position. Finding cover. Engaging.
No real cover here.
Changing location. Enemy spotted.
Grenade.
Keep it! Orders?
Nice. Get wrecked. All right, now we found some cover.
Say the word. That's just a scratch.
Yeah, we're going to stay put and heal up for a little bit. That street can be a little tough to fight on because they'll
I'm
come up from
ready.
this way too.
Taking cover.
We can kind of get flanked without taking this position. Not really any cover there.
Understood. Assuming position. Understood.
Hello.
Where is Major Gazdik?
He's gone. It was that bastard Morozov.
It has begun then. The Reds, spreading their one truth in the name of unity. There will be civil war.
Our train was destroyed. Most of our unit died in there.
We must depart as soon as possible. There is another train we can board. Here is a map of the city. If you can reach this train depot, we can secure another train. Be careful. The Reds probably know we're looking for a new train and will be guarding the
Oh,
depot.
they sure
fiercely.
do.
I will gather my unit discreetly and join you at the depot. Wait for us there.
I'm ready. Changing location. Orders. You live.
Yeah, certainly much more important to do this mission slowly and with caution too, to avoid, of course, all this time that troops are going to be down for
Say the word.
being wounded.
You live.
That's all right. Everybody's getting stabilized. And we were ambushed out of nowhere
I'm ready. Understood.
and healed as much as he could. He's been treated. All right, let's
I'll
fight.
see to it.
Fight our way out of Moscow.
Yes, sir.
Cross this level crossing.
Moving.
Enemy
Okay,
spotted.
I'm going.
See if we can sneak past.
Finding cover. Moving.
Can't get up there. All right, now we're in the train depot. Now we will need to gather supplies in order to leave, so we're going to get coal and other
Taking
things.
cover.
I'm left. Be right there.
Yes! I'll see to it, sir. Enemy spotted.
Taking cover. I'm listening.
Ready.
I'm waiting. Yes, sir.
I'm going to put one of our medics on the machine gun,
Say the word. Assuming position.
have them get covered.
We found it. Captain Langer was right. There is the train that will take us to Vladivostok. We should gather as much fuel as we can while we wait for the rest of the legionaries stationed in Moscow.
I don't think the Reds will be happy about us trying to commandeer their train. This time, they won't even bother asking us to surrender our weapons.
Yes? Taking cover.
Enemy spotted. I'm here. I'll see to it. I would if I could, sir.
I'm here!
Okay, we got... Oh boy, a lot of enemies.
My head down.
Wow, that guy's getting shot by a machine gun. Is he not taking any damage at all?
Orders.
I'll just have to throw another grenade. Guy refused to die.
Say the word. That's just a orders. Changing location.
Get troops into cover.
I'm right. Finding cover. I'm waiting.
Now that cover on this side is that's going to have to be changed a little bit. It's way too heavy of cover. Anyway, we can stabilize. All right.
I'm all ears. Wise decision.
All right, that battle's over. Oh, looks like the enemy dropped
I can
sniper
do
rifle
that.
too. Maybe.
Let's see what's in it. Okay, I'm going. Definitely not. I can do that. Moving. Not finders keepers. You must be joking.
Boy, the enemy will just continuously spawn like this. This is bad.
Say the word. Taking cover. No.
Oh, we can't heal anymore.
Ready. Taking position. I'll take a look. On my way.
Oh yeah, let's decapture their train.
On my way.
Yes?
Let's take that pipe. That's the
Ready!
a massive bunker apparently.
Throwing grenade!
Oh wow, he ran right back at that grenade. Awesome.
Yes. Assuming position.
And it does look like we capture faster if we have more troops.
see
It
what's
looks
there.
like. Maybe.
Understood.
Red taking cover.
Okay, we need to get 100 fuel and then we can leave.
Yes? Listening. Taking cover.
Enemy.
If our rifleman was not so low health, I would also have him rush enemy positions.
I'm here!
Enemy spotted.
Pull the pin, toss the egg!
Sir, not possible.
Nice.
I'm all ears.
Enemy.
Finding cover.
More enemies?
Orders. Assuming position.
Your orders?
Come on, boys.
Throwing grenade!
Yeah, grenades are certainly absolutely necessary. Our troops seem to be very inaccurate. For veterans of World War I, a lot of these shots are just going into the ground. In the instance of the pipe battle from earlier, rounds seem to have been going into that soldier's legs or torso. And
Orders. Definitely not.
we're going to need some practice
Yes.
and some time in the medical car.
Finding cover.
Your orders?
I'm going. Let's see what's in it.
Could be some fuel back here, too. Put that on the way out.
Yes. On my way. Consider it done.
All right, main objectives complete. Moscow is burning. Hi there.
Taking A.
Ah, screw it, just run.
Understood.
Get everybody on that train. We came in with 7, we leave with 7. Go. Hell yeah. So I've done that mission before, much more cleanly, but it is a very long time to put all your troops into position and do things as needed. So let's go ahead and assign our medics. They did a good job. Grenadiers and snipers did a good job. Woo! Wow. A lot of stuff. A bittersweet farewell. Yeah, F for Yazdik. But now we have Captain Langer. And a lot of new troops. People who joined us discreetly.
I first met our commanding officer in Moscow. It was on the eve of the revolution, and the city was awash with fears of civil war. The Reds issued an ultimatum that led to violence. We lost Major Gazdig and many good soldiers. The Czechoslovak Legion was seen as a threat because we were a professional army with no clear allegiance. They wanted us disarmed, detained, and if we resisted, dead. But we weren't interested in the bloody affairs of that foreign land. All we wanted was safe passage out of Russia, to our new republic, to our home. And indeed, those were our orders. Reach Vladivostok by train and board a ship for the journey home. To my surprise, I was not invited to lead this campaign, despite my experience in the field. Instead, I was merely an advisor and adjutant to our commander. It was an outrage. But at that time, I had no good reason to challenge our provisional government. We barely escaped Moscow with our lives, but managed to secure an armored train for our long and difficult journey.
Indeed we did. Alright, so from here on out, the journey from Moscow and whatnot is complete. So now we get to choose to go from Moscow to Penza, and then from there we can branch out to go to either Kazan or Samara. Of course, continue on north and south, a few different places. Also, what is this, the world's largest inland lake, or deepest one? I can remember actually from Transport Fever 2, there's a way to build a railroad around that as well. And so I can remember that. Is that Lake Baikal? Is that it? Baikal. Anyway, the goal, of course, to go through all these different major locations where each leg of the journey, each of these major cities is almost like our journey to Moscow, where there's, of course, going to be places to stop, small cities to gather supplies in or rescue people or whatnot, and eventually make it all the way to Vladivostok, all the way here in the large port there. So far, we've only traveled almost 300 kilometers. This is going to be a long, long way to go on the last train home. Sure. All right, well, let me know what you think of the game down below in the comments section, and I highly recommend it already from just playing this initial section twice now. I've really enjoyed it, but of course, I've got a long way to go, get all the way to Vladivostok for my final thoughts. So, anyway, see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.
Major, I've been informed of your promotion. I'm Captain Langer. You may read my service record later. I've been assigned to your unit to act as your adjutant, and, if I may be so bold, your advisor. Now, orders have arrived from the Provisional Government of the Czechoslovak Republic. They commend our heroic sacrifices on the Eastern Front, which helped secure the independence of our new republic. However, Russia is officially in a state of civil war, and our old wartime enemies have blockaded all direct routes westward. To go west, we must go east. On this armored train, from Moscow all the way across Siberia to Vladivostok, where we will complete our evacuation by sea. Furthermore, we've been instructed not to interfere in the conflict between the Reds and Whites. We are to remain neutral and let the Russian people sort out their own affairs. No mention on how we can stay neutral if we're actually attacked. I'm sure all this looked good on paper. Anyway, a long and arduous journey awaits us. We should leave immediately and stop at Penza for further orders.